Okay, we're going to work on our bottom here, and if you'll recall, sort of the standard profile of a bottom would be to have a little shelf here that the top can mate to, and then an elevated region that sort of keeps the top from moving laterally, and then we come in a little bit and then down into the cavity, which is the area that the box puts things, so to speak, the main cavity of the box. So in order to begin that process, and it'll be very clear once I make drawings of these parts what the profile is, but let's just go ahead and make a sketch on this face. And again, I'm going to use the offset command. Now I'm going to pull in from the edge that I already made in the previous one of the previous screencasts. So I'm going to left click, right click, dimension, and I'm going to have this little ledge that the top will sit on be 1/8 of an inch. Doesn't have to be. Get creative if you want to. I'm just trying to show the basic idea associated with making this box. And okay, so I've done that, and I'm going to finish the sketch. You can see that when I pulled this in, I maintained the radius of this fillet. It kept the same distance. I can't go too far because eventually it won't be able to maintain that arc, but so you might stumble upon that as in your work. At any rate, it went ahead and the offset command worked, so I'm going to finish here, and I'm going to extrude in this region here, but down, and it's going to be 1/4 inch, 0.25, and that will serve as the resting place, so to speak, for the top. This will be the lip, I think it's called in one of our documents. We'll come in here, make another figure, and have the cavity inside. We'll extrude deep into this region in a moment. Okay, what we want to do now is again project this geometry to the front, because obviously our top needs to be very close in size to this, but not quite exactly the same. So the way I'm going to approach it is I am going to, just like before, create a sketch plane on the other side, move over, and I'm going to do one thing first. I'm going to click construction before I project this geometry, because I want to make a construction features on the other side of this thing. So again, I'm going to project this geometry to the other side. I just clicked there, so it should have been there. And is it my okay? So I do have the dotted lines of construction lines. Right click, done. That was done in terms of the rotation, the movement tool. So let's see where we're at here. Okay. So what I want to do now, again, I'm looking at the back of the stock, which is the top of our container. Remember, this is all gone. I'm looking right here at the so-called exclusion zone that I'm going to bandsaw, and this is the outside of my top. I'm going to take this geometry here, and I'm going to pull back from it a 3/1000ths of an inch. Actually 2/1000ths of an inch. And because I want my top to be just a wee bit bigger than that lip on the bottom. So I think that's pretty straightforward. If not, we'll talk about it quite a bit. So I'm going to do, okay, I'm going to escape. I'm going to deselect construction because I want to make a real line here. So I'm going to come over here, grab here, pull out, left click, right click, general dimension, and then I'm going to zoom up, and between here and here I'm going to make that 2/1000ths, 0.002. And of course they're right on top of each other at this magnification. And so I'm going to finish the sketch. And now I've got this geometry here in blue is just a little bit bigger than what it has to fit on top of on the bottom. So I am going to extrude this central region inward, and I'm just choosing arbitrarily 5/8 of an inch. So my top is going to have a depth, so to speak, you can see, of 5/8 of an inch. I just made that up. Doesn't yours will probably be more elaborate, but that leaves me an 1/8 of an inch between the bottom of the box and my the bottom of the top and our band exclusion zone. Okay, it gets kind of tricky. Alright, so right click done, and what do I have on the other side? Okay, I've got the thing that is over which the top is going to fit. Okay, hope that makes sense. And when we come back, first of all, we're essentially done with the top in this very simple box. It's just a cover that fits over the this little area here on the bottom, and now we're going to extrude out a cavity here, and then we'll be done with the design of the box for the most part.